Hello everybody and welcome to another episode of Advanced Glitch Building. Today I'm going to teach you how to build a spiraled sphere. You're going to be doing exactly what you do with a normal sphere. So grab yourself a center point, make a 32-sided circle, and save one less than half the number of save points in an arc. Then flip your center point by 90 degrees. Then you're going to build a 64-sided circle. You're going to do this 15 times and save every single snap point around the outside of the circles, just like with a normal sphere build. It doesn't matter the orientation that you save, because we're going to flip those to face the center here in a moment anyways. So just save them whatever preferred method you have to do it as quick as possible. When you're all done, you will have a perfect sphere of snap points saved in whatever orientation you decided to save them in. Next, you can start at either the top or the bottom to begin your actual spirals. You're going to do one at a time to make it easy, so go ahead and mark one spot, then move up to the next row in either one space to the left or one space to the right, and repeat this process until you've gone entirely from the bottom all the way to the top. This is going to form your perfect spiral. You're going to do this for as many different starting locations at the base of your sphere as you want, depending on, again, the size of the item that your final spiraled sphere is going to be made out of. You might only want to do 2 spirals or 4 spirals. I believe I'm doing 8 different ones for this one. Once you have all the spirals that you want for your finished project, delete everything that isn't a wire that is part of those spirals. This is going to take a minute, and I would save often because you will accidentally delete something that you didn't mean to. And if you delete one too many wires, that'll be an instant save and reload. After you have that done, you are going to move on to the second to last step, flipping all of the different snap points along your spirals to the orientation that you want. I always mark my center point with this to make it easier to find. First, you're going to delete whatever wire you have connecting to your bottom snap point, pull up to your center point with the nearest snap point, delete the wire ahead of it, snap in a short wall, then reverse wire from the bottom of that and pull to the center point as well. Then connect those 2 wires from the top to the bottom. Delete the 2 long wires, and that will be your snap point if you want your orientation facing outward. If you want it facing inward, you can do the exact opposite and pull from the top of that short wall to the bottom. Repeat this process for every single snap point that you've saved throughout the entire spiraled sphere, and eventually you will have all of the snap points that you need for your finished product. Now, when you are all done, just because of the way some of the wire glitches can be, and depending on what angle you are looking at them, you can have bad pulls. If you have any experience with wire glitching, you know that bad pulls are just the thing. So what you're going to want to do is use piping to check and make sure that all of your snap points are facing directly towards the center, like I'm showing you right here. When you inevitably come across one that is not facing directly towards the center, re-pull that snap point to the center point, then save a different snap point along that line. I use a small floor. Then reverse wire back to that starting point, delete the wire connected to the center, and then repeat your process of flipping that 90 degrees facing outward with the short walls. Doing this will alleviate any sort of center point interference or other line segment interference, and your point will be perfect no matter what. You could do this with each and every single one in the first step. It does take a little bit longer. I find that just going back and eyeballing the ones that are not straight is a little bit quicker, but you can do it any way you want. It all results in the same thing. You're going to have a beautiful and giant sphere that is going to have all of its orientations spiraled from the bottom up to the top. You can do this with any number of sizes of circles. It does not matter. You can make it as big or as small as you want. And if you do this process with any number of sides, you are always going to have this result no matter what. I have not experimented much with the different types of things that you can snap in, or even more than one item snapped into all these locations yet. I'm going to leave that up to you guys. Show me what you guys end up doing with this. I think this is something that can look really, really cool. You can even use the elliptical technique that I've made a video on, and make a giant, spiraled egg shape if you would like. I hope you guys like this, and I hope to see some crazy stuff that you guys do with it.